Now, nothing says geekier or techier more than the field of robotics. So first up this week on Showcase, Sudeep Sayal profiles the rise of Thinklabs, a robotics startup that was born out of a college workshop and today reaches out to across 30,000 students all over India.
From the days of Robocop, let's face it, yes, we've all been fascinated by robos of all kinds. Giant robot, iRobot, small wonder, whatever really caught your fancy. Well, what about tapping into this interest and helping students learn the basics of physics and computer programming through them? That's exactly what IIT Mumbai classmates Gagan Goyal and Abhishek Biswas thought of when they launched Thinklabs.
In my final year, like others, I joined the job first, okay, because of family pressure and all. After 1.5 years, I realized that I should start a business. And first thing which clicked in my mind was robotics, because I was having the experience, I was knowing it. So I never wrote the business plan.
No business plan, unfortunately, also meant a lack of focus. And the initial plan was to retail robotic kits. He pulled in rupees 2 lakhs from his savings to launch Thinklabs, and while the startup's incubation at Sign in IIT Mumbai was very fruitful in terms of technological innovation, a chance meeting with Praveen Gandhi of the Seed Fund forced them to take a relook at their product sales business model.
Basically, we said we are not really in the business of selling products, because that can work, but then you are competing with the likes of Lego. And there was just not enough money that anybody would give to build a brand, create the quality, and the people that are running the company are knowledgeable about imparting skills on how to do, not the end product. So you can go and create, but that needs to be a tool to learn rather than a product in itself.
The plan was now changed to one where educational workshops would be conducted using the robots as a learning tool. Along with the mentorship, Seed Fund also became a first-round investor in the company by investing $1 million. This enabled them to expand to a larger office with 2 classrooms where they kick-started their workshops targeting college students.
We started with the hobby level courses initially, because the aim was to excite students first about the concept of practical learning. We came up with the 2-day programs. So we came up with the 5 different programs. All these courses were focusing right from, some courses were for first and second year, right? Some were for the third and fourth year, right?
All the syllabus and training material for the courses was created in-house. And Thinklabs also soon created their own set of workshops targeting school students titled Robo.in.
Training course material is very much similar to what they learn in school, like the concepts of center of gravity or friction, and then mathematics concepts like area calculation, speed, distance, time and all. But the difference is, in school they learn it in theory. Here they implement all those concepts in practical.
One of the key enablers was a programming language they developed named Simple. Yeah, that's Simple with a C, through which school students soon found out that, yeah, programming could even be fun.
It's fun because it's simple drag and drop. Regular programming languages like C and C++ are textual interface, so you cannot see what you're programming or you're coding. In Simple, you can see what you're doing, you can program your robot and check for errors. You can make it what you want it to do.
With the early success from its training programs, Thinklabs is now looking at partnerships with schools and colleges.
We said, why don't we actually reach out to them in the college, try and add value by conducting a lot of courses, etc. during the curriculum itself. So we've come up with a lot of postgraduate diploma courses that will be run simultaneously in the curriculum.
Of all the sectors, one of the biggest successes has been the embedded training program, which has applications in multiple sectors, including bioinformatics, avionics, and mobile applications. In a short time span, the startup has notched up revenues of rupees 2 crore, having trained over 30,000 students in over 200 educational institutions. They now plan to step this up using a franchising model, wherein, like training leaders NIIT, they will train franchisees to replicate their training program. With this, the startup hopes it will transform itself into a leader in the Indian educational training space.
In the coming months, Thinklabs plans to launch a do-it-yourself robo-kit through which the company plans to reach out to students between the age group of 8 and 13. Perhaps then the company says it will gain applause from students of all age groups.
Well, I can assure you both Sudhir and the robot have recovered from that little episode, and so has in fact Thinklabs. So much so that they're going ahead and launching RoboLiga, which is India's largest robotics and embedded systems contest, which is going to reach out to about 10,000 students across India over the next few months.